like, if you fucking don't want someone, then leave them alone. I can't stand people that do this, yeah. That take you out on dates, that wine and dine you, you talk, there's chemistry, there's everything they could ever want, like they're happy. And then after your date, they just go MIA. Like, you don't hear anything or anything, and then you're just left feeling like there's something wrong with you, and you're left with your feelings in limbo, and like, oh my god, then it just makes you lose faith in another person, because you think, oh my god, if I go through this again, the person's gonna act like the last person, which is the last person, and it just creates this pattern. Like, fucking hell, man, I don't understand why people just can't be straightforward with their feelings and what they want. Like, if you don't want someone, just be honest. How much fucking times do I have to address this fucking issue? Like, how much people are going to keep going through this before it gets into anyone's thick fucking skull? Like, I feel like I'm trying to, like, put my hand through cement. And, like, I don't understand why it's so hard, why I keep having people messaging me stuff, how I still have friends still going through these issues. Like, fuck's sake. And then what's even more annoying is because they message you later on, like, nothing, like, hey, or whatever. But, like, I know this is what they do. When you guys are talking to people, this is what you need to acknowledge. When you're first talking to people, 9 times out of 9.99999.0, right? 0 chance. These people are talking to other people. They have multiple people, right? And the conversation may be going good with you because they're deciding to just talk to you. They go on a date, that happens. Don't be shocked if they go on a date after yours, or they've been on a date before yours, or they went on a date the day after, or they're going on a date a day later. So whenever they choose to do that and give someone else their time to slip in, then they give that time to someone, right? So when that doesn't work, or when that lacks, or they give their time to someone else, it depends how in the hierarchy queue you are. When that doesn't work, then they message you, then they suddenly remember you, hey, and like, that's when everything starts. So whenever you start seeing slow replies, 1-word replies after you've been out with someone and everything was good at the start and now it's slowed down, it's because they are talking to other people. You are not the only one. I'm so sorry to say it so bluntly and so rudely, but it's true, because it angers me that this even happens. But it's true, because a lot of people say they don't owe it to anyone because they're not in a serious relationship. But you fucking well do owe it to people to know where you do owe it to someone to let them know where they stand, especially if they're not the only one you're talking to, so they can be talking to other people too, because there's no way on earth that people would be going through what they're going through if they knew where they stood in the first place. They wouldn't be catching feelings like that if they knew they weren't the only person you're talking to. That's the thing with me, right? I was dating someone, the HIV story. And this person always made it to me that they were dating someone else. So I always knew that I was one of 2, right? And I knew that, but I chose to just put my faith in that person. I always thought, like, oh my god, it's gonna be me anyway. Like, I know it sounds like a competition, and he would show me like pictures of the boy, and I'd be like, oh whatever. I'd be like, I do like you more though. I really do see us going somewhere. And to find out that boy was total cahoots, and it was actually the friend that was his boyfriend. But going from that, like, you can only put it shows that we all have a choice in life, and I chose to make myself there and available for someone that I liked because I believed in the person, and I just believed that there was going to be something. Thank God there was nothing. Like, thank God in Jesus' name. Like, and I've got someone so much better who appreciates me in a way that no man ever has. And that's what happens. Like, you can never lose faith or lose faith over dickheads like this, because it's an ultimate fuckboy move to make people think that they're the only person, and they're not. Like, if you're not interested, everyone knows. Every single person knows what their intentions are with someone from the time that they're speaking to someone. Like, it's not just me. I always thought, oh, is this me or is this a few people? Like, everyone knows. If you choose to be like, oh, I'm not sure, I can't decide this, it's because you're talking to so many people, or you're just not ready for something. If you're not ready for something, don't say you don't know, just say you're not fucking ready. You can't be half in, half out. I want this, but I don't know, because if that's the case, then you shouldn't be with no one at all. You should sit down with yourself and work out shit. And when you get your head straight, then get back and get involved with people when you know what you want. If you don't fucking know what you want, then take yourself to a fucking corner in life, sort yourself out, get your head straight, don't mingle with anyone, and that's how you get yourself right. Why do you think that it's okay to be all over the place in your fucking head and still bring people in, and then when they're getting questioned, asking questions or needing answers or catching feelings and getting pissed and getting stressed, you have the nerve to then tell them, well, it ain't that serious, well, we're not in a relationship, or tell them some stupid excuse to belittle them and make them feel so insignificant when you're the one that was showing feelings that you should not have been fucking showing in the fucking first place, if you didn't even intend to be with the person the way that they desire to be with you. If you want sex, go to people that just want sex. If you want a relationship, go to people that want a relationship, because most people go on dates because that's what they're looking for. If you're going on a date with someone and you're not looking for that, I've never understood people who are above a certain age and go on dates for the fun of it. Who's got fucking time like that to waste? You think me being single, would get dressed just to go on a date for the fun of it at the age of what? No, 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 no. You don't do stuff like that when you're past a certain age. This is some stuff that is just ridiculous. Like, really and truly not. I always think that you should it's always a case of knowing where you stand and always picking people that are suitable for what you acquire in life. Like I said, if it's only sex you want, find someone that only wants sex. If you like to play mind games, there's a whole lot of people out here that like to play mind games like you. If you don't want this but you want that and want that, go and find someone that wants that and want exactly the same what you want, because there's so much people that can fit all your needs in the world. You don't have to be using people and taking people for granted, because mark my fucking words, right, karma is a fucking bitch. And when you don't know it, when you decide to fall for someone, when there's someone that you actually really, really like and want to be serious about, do you know what's going to happen? Boom! It's going to happen to you. You're going to get your feelings fucked over, rolled up onto. And you know who's going to have the last laugh? The person that you fucked over. And that's the person you're going to remember, and all of this nonsense. I can't stand people like that who always need to learn fucking lessons. Like, how much lessons do you want to fucking learn in life? How much lessons is there to learn? Like, how can you learn anything if you don't acknowledge your mistakes and fucking grow? Because these people still think that there's nothing wrong in what they're doing. Like, just because you're not in a relationship doesn't mean you're not obliged to let people know where they stand. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not like rocket fucking...